The editor is frustrated. The talent is also frustrated. They're like, why don't you get my vision? And what they don't realize is that when you are hiring a video editor, I want you to use this as your guide so that you can remember this one principle, right? So there's 3 legs to a tripod, because when you have 3 legs, then you have stability and you have reliability. If you have 2 legs, then you always have to be balancing. The fewer legs you have, the less stable it is. At least if you have 3, then you can maintain stability. So what are these 3 legs when it comes to video production? Number 1, you need the talent. So talent pretty much means the person in front of the camera. Who's the actor? Who's the person who's presenting? Like, for example, right now, I'm the talent in this video. I'm the one that you're looking at. Number 2, you need a director. The director is the person who understands the vision, who is going to direct everybody to make sure that the vision, when it was first created, is going to be realized. And then you have the editor, the person who actually goes and takes the stuff that was shot and puts it into something useful for many different purposes. What happens if we take one of these legs off? Well, it doesn't mean it's going to completely collapse, but it won't be necessarily what you might expect. If we have just the talent and the director, that means that the person in front of the camera also is a person with the vision for how the video is going to turn out. That can totally work, but the problem is, if you're not editing anything, then pretty much either you're going to record it in one take and upload it. You better make sure you're a really good performer, right? Or you go live, just like I'm going live right now. Totally possible. You're watching me live, or you might be watching the edited version. But I am the talent, the person in front of the camera, and I'm the director. I'm the person with the vision for what's supposed to happen. And this is great for live, right? Now, let's do another scenario, right? If you have the director and an editor, but no talent, this can totally work, but remember, there's no one in front of the camera. So what do we have? We have here things like infographics, right? Infographics, slides. So you can make a great video, but you're not going to have someone talking to the camera. So it takes away the human element, and then it feels a little bit dry. Here is what happens a lot of times when people want to find editorial help. They want to find somebody who can edit their videos. They are the talent, and then they do this. They have the talent and the editor. So what's going on now is you're in front of the camera, you record yourself, and you hand it off to the editor. Now the editor's job, editor is really, really good at one thing. It's editing video. That's what they do. And video editors know how to use the software really well. They know how to color correct. They know how to edit. But 99% of editors, the ones that I've faced, are not directors. So what happens? If the director role is missing, then the talent has the vision in their mind. You may not realize it, but actually, the talent is the director, right? But they don't realize they're the director. They don't realize that the vision is all locked up inside their head. And when they record video, they might do it without the intention, and they pass it off to the editor. And they assume the editor has the same vision as the talent, because the talent is the director. So the problem that's going to occur right around here is that the editor doesn't know the vision. The talent didn't communicate the vision, therefore the editor is just going to edit, and the editors don't realize sometimes that there's supposed to be an editor role. They don't understand about these roles. So they're going to do their best according to their idea. Now, if they come from a different country or culture, it might be very difficult for them to understand your vision. And I work internationally, so a lot of times that kind of stuff happens. Now, the editor is going to get that video, edit it to the best of their ability, and then give it back to the talent. The talent's going to look at it and say, this is not at all what I meant. This is not what I wanted. And then it's going to go back to the editor, say, fix this. And it's going to go back and forth and back and forth. The editor is frustrated. The talent is also frustrated. They're like, why don't you get my vision? And what they don't realize is that if you don't hire a director for the role, then you are the director. And if you don't realize you're the director, then everybody gets frustrated all around, and that's a recipe for disaster. The director understands the vision and then makes decisions on what to use and what not to use, what titles to use, what clips to use, and they communicate that to the editor. So most people think of the director as a person. But what if the director was more of a robot? In other words, something, a mechanism that has a list of rules and conditions that will automatically, following a flowchart, make all the decisions for you. In other words, for example, in my videos, I have a certain intro sequence that is pre-decided because there's a manual for that. I have a manual that tells the editors what to look for to use at that very, very front section for the hook. How to do the call to actions, exactly what fonts and colors to use for all of the titles on my screen, exactly what kind of music I'm looking for, what type of cuts to use. Every single editorial decision is automated. Now, what that means is that the director is not a person, it's a robot, a manual, something that happens automatically. And therefore, if I shoot a video like this one, which I am shooting right now, and I pass that on to my editors and then give them my directorial playbook. In other words, this is how I want this video edited, and it's the same idea for all of them, maybe a few variations. If that's possible, then you can hire an editor with confidence, knowing that they're gonna follow your manual. But this doesn't just happen overnight. You have to have the mind of an editor, you have to have the mind of a director and the mind of a talent in order to this, or work with a professional to get one of these made for you. Because once you get what's called the editing brand guide, once you have that, then you're going to be able to confidently hire editors from anywhere in the world to edit your videos professionally exactly the way you want it. Now, if you want to hire a director, I want to tell you, these guys are about $1,000 a day. I know, because I used to be one of these. And that's the starting point. That's the low end, right? It goes up from there. It goes up to $10,000 a day. Now, of course, the price ranges if you're getting freelancers and things like that, but somebody who really knows their stuff. But what if you could get a director who really knows their stuff, right? Has had tons of experience working with celebrities, has had tons of experience working with business owners, professionals, and is going to take the time to pull out of you all your vision, codify it into a book, into a robotic system that if you pass it to an editor, they'll be able to just follow the instructions and get you the results you want. That is what you want. So I hope this was helpful to you. I hope that this gives you a new way to think about hiring a video editor, because I'll tell you what, if you're a business owner, what do you want most? You want freedom. You don't want to be chained to your desk, editing videos, rendering, figuring out all the codecs. What you want to do is know your vision, express your vision, hand off to somebody who knows how to curate your vision and create something that you are proud of. If you're looking for help, if you're looking for a director, or if you're looking for a system to create this brand guide for you, or maybe you want to work with a team that has all this in place, has the video brand guide, right? Has the editors who are trained, has a mind of somebody who can extract the best stuff from your creativity and put it into creative media that goes on all your social media platforms, hit me up. Just type more down below. Type the word more, M-O-R-E, and I'll give you some more information about what we do. Because here's what I know is, if you're watching this, I believe the world needs you. You are somebody who the world needs more of. And I've made it my mission to help those people that the world needs. And the way I help them is to take care of all their video production needs. And when I say video production is no longer something that's just nice to have. It's something that if you don't have it, you're falling behind. You're not going to make it on social media very far without video, right? Video is the most important medium when it comes to promoting and marketing your business, and not only that, but communicating with your clients and your fans. So if you want some help around that, to get that organized, get in touch with me. Type the word more down below and I will be in touch with you, and I'll explain what we do. And I'll tell you right off the bat, we don't do any hard selling. I've got nothing to sell. All I want to do is find out where you're at, where you want to go, and then give you some tips on how to get there. And if that sounds interesting to you, type the word more. I'll be in touch, and we'll talk soon.